Growing up with movies like The Lion King, Madagascar, and Finding Nemo may have distorted your view of nature because Mother Nature is brutal. Out there, it's killed or be killed. And that can lead to some grudges on both sides. Number 10. Crocodile and Anaconda. Starting off with the crocodile and the anaconda, both of them are massive predators, with crocodiles reaching lengths of over 23 feet and anacondas reaching lengths of up to 36 feet. Why would predators without predators have any beef with, you ask? Food and territory. Both these apex predators eat the same food, so they're bound to butt heads, going for the same prey and protecting their hunting grounds. They've got stats that are basically on par with one another, so it's mostly a matter of who strikes first. Is the crocodile going to be faster with its bite, or is the anaconda going to crush it to death? There are times when the anaconda does win, and with a bon appetit, it swallows the crocodile whole. Remember, crocodiles grow up to 23 feet, but for anacondas, that's barely a week's lunch. 1 week later, the anacondas will have to look for new food, or if they're in the mood for something else, they'll just throw up the undigested crocodile and move on. Number 9. Honey badger and cobra. The honey badger and the cobra have a long history of hatred between them. It all starts with food, like all good beefs do. Honey badgers are carnivores that feed on small mammals, reptiles, and insects, and the cobra has the same diet, so there's bound to be some tension when it comes to hunting prey. But the honey badger has the advantage. During this long feud, evolution decided to step in and give the honey badger a power-up, venom immunity. Now, honey badgers go toe-to-toe with cobras and even prey on them for a quick snack. Honey badgers have another unique power move when they don't want to engage with the cobras, or simply find a bigger predator they can't take on. They release a nostril-burning fart that sends the predator into a coma, helping them make a quick escape. But it's still a pretty tough battle. You've got the honey badger in one corner with its thick armored hide, and the cobra with its lightning-quick strikes. It's tough to tell who wins, but nature did give honey badgers major buffs, so they're the likely winners. Number 8. Coyote and Bobcat. Bobcats and coyotes take things a step further and go straight for the bloodline. Coyotes will go out of their way to make sure the bobcat population dies down, so smacking around and killing a baby bobcat is nothing to them. The bobcats retaliate by killing baby coyotes, and thus the beef lives on. Coyotes are generally larger and heavier than bobcats. A large male coyote can weigh up to 40 pounds, which is 18.1 kilograms, while a large male bobcat typically weighs around 20 to 30 pounds, which is 9 to 13.6 kilograms. Since coyotes travel in packs, catching a lone bobcat off guard is pretty easy. And since their hunting grounds overlap, a fight breaking out is very likely. Bobcats put up a fight, but if this was high school, bobcats would be the smart, quiet kid and the coyotes the bully. The bobcat can fight back, but it doesn't happen very often and has horrible consequences. Number 7. Humpback whales and orcas. If you hated someone, how far would you go to mess with them? For the humpback whale, the answer is simple. Take away their food till they have nothing and wither away into nothingness. Dark, but very valid. Orcas have been known to attack and kill baby humpback whales, and this doesn't sit right with the humpback whales. So every time they see an orca about to score a meal, they will actively interfere and make sure the prey gets away. Bonus points if they swim around and rub it in the orca's face. Without getting killed, of course. Orcas do get back at them, I assume by hunting and killing them, since orcas go after anything they can. They're a very gluttonous fish. The most humpback whales will do against an orca, besides stealing its food, is bluffing, hoping the orcas get intimidated or surprised and runs away. Which does happen, but when the orca calls their bluff, it's a bloodbath. Number 6. Meerkats and Draongo birds. Like all other animal rivalries, this one is also driven by scarce resources and similar diets of slimy yet satisfying critters. But the Draongo bird's tactics are more psychological than the others. Meerkats are social creatures and move in packs, while Draongo birds are kind of solo travelers, but they use this to their advantage. A Draongo bird will first gain the trust of the meerkats by warning them of potential predators, and once the trust is established, it begins to play its mind games. Once the meerkats have scored a meal, the Draongo bird will start making noises warning them that a predator is near. The meerkats will drop everything and run for their lives, and the Draongo bird quickly grabs itself a free takeaway meal. But after hearing the Draongo bird cry wolf once, the trick would hardly work again. So the Draongo bird then mimics the sound of the meerkat's own warning calls, winning round 2 as well and depriving the poor meerkat of another meal. Or maybe this is the Draongo bird just taking protection money. The meerkats are smart creatures by nature, so over time, they just learn to differentiate between real and fake warnings. And if a Draongo bird swoops in to take a kill, They just charge at it like an angry mob, making it run away. Sometimes in nature, it's not about who works the hardest, but who cons the smartest. Number 5. Dolphin and Shark. For most people, if I told you to pick out which of these two would be the victim, you'd pick the dolphin. Look at that innocent and cute face that came from the very depths of hell made by Satan himself. Dolphins are not what they seem. They're the psychopaths of the sea. Sharks do attack children of their enemy, even killing them if necessary. The dolphins kill their own, and often in a brutal way. This beef may not be one-sided, but you know evil when you see it. Sharks and dolphins are both mainly carnivorous animals, with the sharks actually hunting dolphins for a quick meal if needed. Dolphins have been observed using their intelligence and social behavior to defend themselves against shark attacks. They may work together to drive off or even attack sharks that pose a threat to their pod. Dolphins also play around with baby sharks, throwing them around, harassing them, and eventually killing them. And since dolphins have the advantage in numbers, a lone adult shark is no safer than a baby shark. The dolphin can send it on a highway to heaven if necessary. Number 4. Mongoose and Cobra. The mongoose and the cobra are two predators that have been locked in a centuries-old battle. Evolution even stepped in along the way of leveling up their skills and giving them buffs, but the reptile definitely got the short end of the stick. The mongoose developed resistance to cobra poison along with better speed and agility, plus thick fur, while the cobra maxed out toxic venom and got a cute little hood that makes it look bigger. But the mongoose is resistant to the venom, so that's nullified, and the hood helps avoid a fight, I guess. So this isn't exactly a fair distribution, huh, Darwin? Cobra and mongoose have the same diet, so they can expect to face off against each other during hunts. Mongoose are also generally smaller than cobras, who can reach up to 18 feet in size, but they are agile and quick. But if it comes down to a 1v1, my bet's on the mongoose. Number 3. Killer whale and great white shark. The orca makes a comeback because they're at the top of the food chain, and they take the killer and killer whale very seriously, even against the other apex predator of the sea, sharks. The orca is a highly intelligent social animal that hunts in packs, weighing up to 5,400 kilograms and reaching a length of over 9 meters. Orcas are larger and stronger than most sharks. Sharks, on the other hand, are solo hunters that weigh around half of what an orca is, up to 2,500 kilograms and reaching a length of up to 6 meters. Both of them feed on similar prey like other smaller fish and squids, but one has the definite advantage. If a great white shark tries to compete with an orca over a prey, it will become the prey, since orcas seem to have developed a taste for shark liver after killing and eating so many. A shark might be able to hold its own against lone orcas, but orcas are rarely alone, so it's most likely going against the pack. Very bad odds to try your luck on, so mostly sharks avoid orcas till evolution blesses them with a new power-up beyond just strong jaws. Against a fish with killer in their name, the adjective great doesn't really hold much meaning. Number 2. Lion and hyena. Lions and hyenas probably have the longest running beef between a species, giving the Montagues and the Capulets a run for their money. Both lions and hyenas are carnivores, with the only difference being lions hunt their prey and hyenas will opt for scavenging when they can. Both of them hate each other, to the point where they kill off each other's offspring whenever they can. Being significantly smaller than the lion, with a lion weighing up to 550 kilograms and a hyena around 50 kilograms, Mother Nature blessed them in brains what they lacked in bronze. The first they do is max out stealth. A lion will tire itself out catching prey, but the hyenas will sneak in, steal it, and sneak out. Lions get back at the hyenas in the areas they dominated, hunting. When hyenas do hunt, lions interfere and overwhelm them in numbers to steal their kills. And if it came down to a 1v1, lions would wipe the floor with a hyena. Number 1. Asian hornet versus bees. Hornets are a species with anger issues. They're an invasive species known for their aggressive behavior and ability to decimate entire honeybee colonies in a matter of hours. If someone killed off my family and destroyed my home, I would be pissed too. But apparently, even this is the perfect setting for an enemies to lovers fanfiction. The internet is a terrifying place sometimes. An Asian hornet will target a hive and then leave a pheromone trail, giving its group a Google Maps location. This backup crew, numbering between 2 and 50 hornets, descends upon the hive, leaving a bloody massacre in their wake. Each hornet uses its powerful jaws to decapitate 40 bees a minute. But the bees aren't damsels in distress. They will band together and form a ball around the hornet, trapping it inside. Then they start vibrating their wings, increasing the temperature inside the ball to over 115 degrees Fahrenheit, or 46 degrees Celsius, essentially cooking the hornet inside. Overall, it's a matter of who does what first. Whether the bees can cook the hornet or the hornet decapitates the bee.